Hey there, I'm Dagny Zenovia, and welcome to a day in my life. I'm going to be taking you guys along with me throughout my day today. So this is a first, hopefully won't be the last of a vlog. Today is pretty overcast and cloudy and windy, but it's not wet. But it's very different because yesterday it was actually quite sunny and bright. So I stayed in bed a little longer at the beginning of the day, but now I am up. So I'm about to do my stretches I normally do to start my day. I already did my own little meditation session and everything. And then we'll take it from there. That is my stretch slash exercise slash let's try and have our body active session, which was, I feel good. Me, when it comes to exercising or so-called being fit or anything like that, I really don't need to profusely sweat or feel like I'm about to collapse, you know? Like, I'd rather feel rejuvenated and, I don't know, free, if that makes sense. Now it's time for me to get dressed and get on with my day. So, I'm outside. It did drizzle a little bit, and now it's stopped, so it does feel a little muggy now. I like coming out here to listen to the birds. And I have my trusted companion here with me to keep me safe. He checks every tree to make sure there's no ninjas inside of them. One of my favorite plants that we have out here. Aren't they beautiful? So lovely. Would you like a closer look? Let's talk about this food, right? So I cooked this yesterday. And yesterday my feeling was one of wanting to kind of be like disconnected or just, I don't know, into myself or something. I don't know. So yesterday it was actually quite sunny and bright with a lovely breeze. And I went outside like I do or try to do every day. And I stayed out longer than normal and really just felt the need to just stand near the trees, right? And for some reason, I started crying. And I don't know, I didn't feel sad or angry per se. It was like, I don't know, I just felt overwhelmed with emotions. But the tears felt like they were tears of gratitude. Does that make sense? And so after that, I felt like cooking. Now granted, technically I needed to cook yesterday anyway because I had finished all the leftovers, but I really didn't know was going to just like rustle up anything. But after that I was like, no, I'm going to come back inside and I really want to cook. So I borrowed my brother's speaker to play some music while I cooked. And for me, I have to play music while I cook. I don't know about y'all, but it just does something. I don't know, I just feel more intentional if I'm listening to music I like while I cook. It kind of sets the mood for it, and the food actually tastes better. Maybe it's just me. So I made a curry with sweet potatoes, string peas, spinach, peppers, baby tomatoes. I think that was it. Of course, coconut milk, and then your curry powder and your different other seasonings. Of course, with rice. And it came out like it's sweet and savory. And you know how when, I know, yes, food is food, but you know how when you eat, either when you have cooked it or someone special to you, like your mom cooked it. I don't know, to me, I feel like when you're like intentional with your cooking, when you eat it, it doesn't only taste good, but you also like feel loved or feel wholesome when you eat it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Anyway, that's how this meal felt to me yesterday when I ate it. So I had like 3 servings. Yeah. And throughout that, because of course I kept the music on while I was eating. So I went through a New Jack Swing mix. I went through an Afrobeat mix. And I went through a Latin Fiesta mix. So I traveled to a variety of neighborhoods through music while cooking and eating. So it was nice. So what have y'all been watching lately? Okay, so on Netflix, I saw Self-Made, the story inspired by Madam C.J. Walker. Oh my goodness, I have so much to talk about for that series. That's going to need its own video. So that's what I'm going to do. But overall, I did like that they were able to bring part of her story to a contemporary audience, which is regardless of age. It's not really only for kids, but to hopefully encourage them to research themselves, to find out more about her, or to understand what type of impact and the magnitude of her impact with what she did and how she came about it. So that I thought was awesome. The other series I saw was Crash Landing on You, which is also on Netflix. That is a Korean show. It's about the 2 main characters. One is a soldier from North Korea, and the other is a beauty mogul from South Korea. And of course, they fall in love. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was so beautiful. I love the fashion. First of all, loved her wardrobe when she's in South Korea, the type of like suits but still feminine. Back to the story, Crash Landing on You. I would also recommend that to watch if you like love stories. I will admit, I'm not one to read romance novels or only choose the romantic show or romantic movie because I find a lot of them a bit cliche. This show, Crash Landing on You, was the first time in an extremely long time that I have heard or read or seen a love story that I actually resonate with, that actually portrays or illustrates the type of love I strive to cultivate within myself and in my life. It was beautiful. There was so much more emotional depth to it. The writers and the actors really did an amazing job with it. Like even a hug, you felt how much power was in that hug. because the story, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but the story is one of like, there's this constant tension because they can't necessarily, they feel they can't be together because they're from two sides of the barrier in Korea. So yes, there are a few like corny things, but they're cute, you know? Sorry. Yo, this talking and eating at the same time is a delicate balance to avoid choking. I'm just saying. Anyways, we're done. Now it's time to go sit at our desk. Welcome to my corner of the galaxy. So this is my workstation. And today I am writing a few blog posts. One, I'm trying to catch up with myself in terms of my videos because I like having an actual blog post with the video. So if you are on my website, you don't miss out on a video just because you're not on the actual YouTube channel. Then I'm also working on like figuring out what article I want to write, I want to pitch or submit for something. So that's one thing I would like to, that I am going to scratch off the little to-do list for today. Oh, hello there. So, let me get you over here. You want to be a little closer? Just be a little closer. Yes. So, I'm still writing or whatever, but trying to be productive. Have you all been participating or looking up any of these like live streamed conversations or live stream conferences or live stream battles and things like that? Have y'all been looking at that at all or not? Or let me know. I've sat through a couple of them. Some were actual conferences that had a live chat that you can type in and stuff like that, and then network by video with people you don't know. And then others was really just for your entertainment. Maybe you ever get to that point of like, you're either trying to like, you're searching and reading a bunch of stuff or watching a bunch of different videos, looking for a particular answer. And you pause and step back and be like, wait, none of y'all have the answer, you know? Like we're all actually in the exact same boat, basically. For me, when I get to that point of like, you know what? Maybe, Dagny, you can just give yourself permission. Let me know if you sometimes go through this too, where you know, you do feel like you want to bring something to life, right? But you want to do your research first to make sure you're doing it right or make sure it's perfect or make sure you've, you know, thought of every angle and every possibility, good or bad, right? And you get to a point where it's like, what are you waiting for? Which of course makes me think about being someone who's lived in different places. I think about how this work from home that we are throwing around everywhere and realizing how like not everybody has like internet that stays on all the time or even Wi-Fi, right? They primarily used it at work, not in their house. Not everybody has the equipment, or their skill set requires them to be outside of home. It just makes me wonder, will this shift and this change and these differences that are happening, will it cause a bigger gap, a bigger discrepancy between people? Is it only people who are online all the time, who can be online all the time, that can survive this? That was a day in my life. Any ideas or any things you want to see me or hear about from me, let me know in the comments. Of course, I love hearing from you, so if you want to reach out and be a part of the family, you can reach out to me on Twitter and Instagram at Dagny Zenovia. I hope you are keeping safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.